Hey everybody, Rhadamant here for episode 88 of Black Lake Settlers. Thanks for tuning in. Just a quick reminder, go vote. Go to Rhadamant.com with the Discord and into the announcement section and cast your vote for next week. Alright, so let me get going. We left off with a siege incoming, and I want to leverage my the poison ship inhabitants with the siegers. So, Moro, you're closest to the turret. Go try to shell the ship. Menmi. So this is a tip from Avalikia and Volrolzucker that I can change their restrictions down here, and that's faster. So thank you for that. So I'm going to have Menmi and Kuhn grab the components down here so that they don't rot because they're already pretty damaged. And this fight might take a while. Juret and Poppy, you're going to be continuing to be in the romance prison. But what I'm going to do is on these two, let's go to the work tab. Juret, you're going to allow grow, and Poppy, you're going to allow grow. And that way they can upkeep the roses. I'll also have to keep an eye on their food and whatnot, but I think they're okay. Alright. Just sort of brainstorming. Steve Woodgate mentioned, what about the Vanometric Power Cell? That's a very good point. I kind of just dropped it over here. Don't ask me why, but my caravaneers just went ahead and dropped it. So what I'm going to do is form a caravan with Endelos heading southbound, but exiting north. So, Endy, where are you? There he is. Endelos is also going to have to switch weapons. He has a charged lance that should not leave this zone. So Endelos is going to head north, because if I head south, I'll die, because there's going to be a poison ship and raiders in his way. And where is he right now? Where are you? Okay, here he is. We'll give him an LMG. He's going to go and hunt when he gets... He's going to cook and hunt when he gets to the outpost, so LMG works. Speaking of which, speaking of cooking, one thing I noticed before I started recording was we are not hauling the bodies of these dudes of our hunt kill at all, because the zone was too small and we weren't butchering them. Mostly because the cooks here suck, and therefore... are bad butchers. So what I'm going to do is expand the corpse stockpile zone and have Cupid, Hyena, and Babs haul the things they've killed. Luna is heading down to trade. Griffin is breaking down all of these moisture pumps. And then additionally, I want to put a plasteel door here, a steel door here, and another plasteel door here. And then stretch these all the way north. Wonderful. And actually, I could probably not even put that wall in there. I don't necessarily need to double wall it, because it wouldn't be a terrible spot for turrets to be set up, because the turrets are going to be so physically far from the raiders. Alright, so back to what you were curious about. Can I trigger this ship? There's a few different ways for me to trigger the ship. I'm going to use one of the boom rats to make sure this ship gets triggered no matter what. So we're going to go ahead and name this boom rat Bang Baby. And I'm going to load Bang Baby into a pod. We'll go ahead and have Shepherd do it. His name is Shepherd. I guess you can shepherd animals. Now, I don't necessarily need to launch Bang Baby unless the shell misses, but it's a little time sensitive. More tips. Andrew Sylvester mentioned I don't have my IED bridge anymore, but that's mostly because the kill box changed and the bridge has to be moved. Betteron mentioned that I can check the number of the enemies, like this. So I have 97 enemies. One of them is a incapacitated Lancer. So 96 of these guys, and they're very well armed with Doomsdays and triples and all that crap. So that's fun. Luke Default mentioned if I move this kitchen down here, I'll be able to cook the tea a little faster. So let's go ahead and run some power down here, and then we will cook this off. In fact, I'm not going to run the power. I'm lazy. I'm just going to put this here where it can be powered. There. All right. But I do want to fix that door that has been broken forever. This door really doesn't need to be a auto door, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. But to get rid of it, I need to add it to safe haven. And maybe remove this, and I'll put like a wooden door there. It really doesn't need to be... Oh, you know what? Actually, it also should be vented. That was an oversight that I had made long ago, apparently. Menme is now going to be our smith here, so let's go ahead and get Deef off of that. I know I'm making a lot of changes. Deef, you can be on construction, I guess. And... Alright. So Shell is gonna miss, it looks like. Yep. Bang, baby. Time for you to launch. So the turret is down here for this reason. Alright, bang, baby. Animals. Bang, baby. Go to the bang, baby zone. Power this turret on. And... Oh, you know what? I can't force fire it on bang, baby. Huh. That's a bit of a miscalculation there. Mara, you better just not miss this next shell, because really soon these raiders are going to have their turrets built. Alright, let's power that back off. Darn it. Yeah, I used to be able to do that way, but you can't anymore. Alright, that's a direct hit. Bang Baby's dead. These mechs are pissed off. They're going to be traveling to the Siegers really, really soon. Which is good. So this turret's going to play a little bit of a role here because these mechs are going to get probably around here and then want to turn around. So once the mechs get closer, I'll turn that turret on and antagonize them a little bit more. And then additionally, I'm going to set force target of one of the centipedes and just try to shell the centipede out. Oh, they're already messing with the turret, so I better turn that on before it gets destroyed. Alright, so because I did some damage to them, they're not going to turn around just yet. Let me make sure I am targeting the biggest clump. I don't want to hit the ship because I don't want to necessarily trigger the mechs to attack me. But yeah. Another thing I needed to do is let's get chem fuel going. And is it a miss? Apparently we're hitting the ship again. It's a big old miss. Alright, well, the mechs are now engaging the pirates. I'm going to switch shells here. Going to extract the shell and force target of the mechs, giving the pirates a little bit of an edge. Holy moly, there is a lot of explosions. And there was roughly 96 of them, so once their numbers are down to around 47 or so, they're gonna retreat. Alright, so let's try to EMP that area. Mr. Endelos is not off the map yet. He's about to be. Alright, so now that he's off the map, I want him turning around and heading to the hunting village. I needed to have him exit north, or it could have been very fatal for him. Other changes I wanted to make to this base. before I go and watch the raid is I'm going to add in some heaters. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then some vents. Move this door. And that will be good. I think. I hope. And then add the ship's reactor to the power grid. And maybe let's queue up a little bit of steel mining. Alright, now I can focus on the crazy melee that's going on down here. So we've stunned some of their scythers. Let's go ahead and target their lancers for EMP. Oh, they're already fleeing. These pirates did very, very little in the way of damage to the mechs. Alright, so I have another idea. Kind of devilish idea here. What I'm going to do is set up a trap for the remaining mechs. So I'm going to... Yeah, this is one of my better ideas, I think. If it works. If it doesn't work, then, yeah. Then we'll pretend it was not my idea. So I'm loading shells into all of my pods, and you might be able to figure out why I'm doing this. But if you can't, I guess it will be a surprise. Alright. So we already loaded it into one pod. And this should be pretty obvious now. Alright, all of my people should now be safe haven restricted, Memby and Kuhn included. So because I didn't damage the ship beyond 50%, wow, the pirates did very little to these mechs. They took out like 15 scythers. Oh, I guess they took out a bunch of scythers. But yeah, there was just a lot of enemies there, I guess. I'm actually surprised at how little that crazy, unbelievable stack of pirates did. They were kind of crap. Alright, launching. So I'm just going to have to rely on my own ingenuity to blow up these stupid ships. Who's currently loading these in? Knack. So what I'm doing is I'm carpeting the area around here with shells so that when the robots, the mechs, return back to their ship, they're sitting on a stockpile of munitions. I think you all should see the value of that. Potentially. Hopefully. It's a very, very, very expensive endeavor. I do not deny that. I just don't think that mortars are going to be any of much use in this scenario. Even if I had a ton of them. Explosives aren't all that effective against mechs. Alright, Vex. Oh, so these pods aren't being utilized because they're outside of safe haven. Let's add them in. Alright, and now we should be able to load them up. Kritos and Bob. Bob never does hauling. Issy. Now it does look like some of them are coming into my kill box, but because I haven't fatally damaged their ship, they should be turning around, providing I don't engage them. And I'm not planning on engaging them, because those are way, way too many mechs for me to ever deal with. I am no idiot. I know when I'm outnumbered. And I am currently outnumbered. Alright, now they're turning around, and it's going to take a while for them to return to their base. So ideally, I will want to have shield belt. I'm going to temporarily suspend that and keep making shells. Not EMP shells. Making HE shells. I guess eat your fine meal. I don't really have the chem fuel for the HE shells, which is why I'm cranking those out. Alright, these are loading in progress. What else is going on? Bionic Eye, I'm not going to make. The Bionic Eye was originally for Sergio, but Sergio has a Bionic Eye, so his sight isn't impaired. Now, I don't want to use up all of my shells, or all of my pods, because in the case of a drug binge, it's useful to have a pod around to load the drugs in. When you select a pod launcher, it should have the recipe to, like, rebuild the pod automatically. That's just my 2 cents. Alright, so this area is getting nice and carpeted. I'm even loading and building more pods to do it. The pirates really did not take out a lot of these mechs. Far fewer than I expected them to. Which worries me a little bit, but, you know, what can I do now, right? I'm sort of stuck. At least my hospital emptied out. Now, I did stack most of the explosives on sort of the eastern side because I think the mechs will probably congregate around there. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Everybody is working. All hands on deck. This also burned through my stockpile of steel pretty negatively. If it's cold in the base, let's go ahead and build roof and unvent. That will save us some power. Alright, so we have 6 more shells, so I'm going to do 3 and 3 on these last ones. Incendiary shells don't really do anything to mechs. Come on. Well, someone is queued up to move the remainder of those shells, but I don't know who. Nara. Nope, not Nara. I also have to be careful not to land it on them. That'd piss them off too. Alright, so all our shells are now used up here, which means we're going to need to make a few more shells just to be able to mortar them. But I have more shells queued up. Now I know we're low on components, and for me to make components, all it would take would be to turn off or unsuspend the disassemble mechanoid, which is something I can do soon. Alright, so as you can see, they're congregating. I'm going to wait for all of them to get around there. A visitor. Oh, good. You're not going to the tile that will kill you. Yeah, they're all congregating sort of in the lower section here. As I had hoped. My deep study of mech psychology has paid off. It's a joke if you didn't get that already. Alright, I'm going to shrink the butcher zone a little bit because we have so many leaves. We need to store them because I don't want them decaying out in the field. We have thousands of them. I can always turn them into yayo too, but at the moment the drug lab is fully running full of smoke leaf. Come on. Get friendly to one another. You both are disfigured? Yes, you both have the same disfigurement. So just get over it. Neither of you have noses. You both look like Red Skull. Alright, so the plan here is to mortar this, set off all the explosions while calling in allies, and then manning my best attempt at destroying the remainder of the mechs. I was really hoping that the raid would do more damage than they did. The raid sucked. Possibly I even get another raid and get the other raid involved. Ooh, out of food. Okay, vegetarian. Let's copy and paste. That's not good. Really soon, Endelos will be at the hunting outpost, and there will be plenty of meat here to bring back home. As these hunters have been actually doing their job. We can get rid of the wood burner. We no longer really have any wood out here. How am I doing for time? 23 minutes? Alright. So the last of the scythers are now being reset. Velik, what are you working on? You're making HE shells. That's good. Luna got here, down here, to sell the dogs. And let's see what we have to buy. A kidney? Yes. Yes, I will. Joy wire? Maybe? I'm not sure. Definitely don't need the heart or ear. Oh, actually, I do need the heart. I take that back. Someone has artery blockage, so we can try to replace the heart there. What I'm going to need to do is send her stuff to sell and possibly steal. So let's go ahead and do that. Stuff to sell, I'll queue up first. That's crap. That's crap. That's broken. Broken. They won't buy into any tainted stuff. Crap, 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 crap. I know some of that's flak, but, you know, whatever. Crap, crap. Actually, you know, the tainted clothing... Oh, they're marine helmets. Never mind. Broken, broken, broken. Broken, broken, broken. Okay. There's very terrible resale value on weapons, so there's really not much of a point sending weapons for sale. But I'll send 5k silver, so I can buy whatever I want to buy. Endelos arrived at the hunting outpost. This is his bed, currently in use by Cupid. That's fine. There's another bed here. I guess that zone doesn't need to be zoned anymore. Alright, and they're back to hunting. Tom and Griffin, you guys have your work cut out for you. This Ancient Danger is all set up. I just really haven't had a moment to myself to deal with it. This warg here is keeping me fed, though. This warg keeps hunting the caribou, and I keep butchering the caribou. I don't care if I keep stealing their food. So be it. Alright, so Luna's waiting on that trade. Endelos, you have the Vanometric Power Cell. Let's go ahead and install that. It's probably not a very attractive thing, so we'll install it out here, even though it could be damaged. No, I talked myself out of that already. Let's install it here. And then run power like that, and we'll have to smooth this surface out. So install it, and there's no path there. Alright, well, we'll have one power thing exposed. I think that's okay. Alright, most of the leaves have been put away. This transport pod is all set to give to the caravan. Time to trade. Goodbye, dogs. Berries. Anything else I brought? And time to buy the kidney, the lances, the joy wire, the heart, advanced components, regular components, why not? I have the money for it. And boom rat meat. Why not? Alright, and then she is going to run past Black Lake, and then enter from the north. If I entered from the south, she'd be immediately murdered by all of the mechs. Fun times, said no one ever. Alright, so we have 3 explosive shells. That's probably all it's going to take. I'm going to move this unsuspend and resuspend. So Mr. Vel, it's already being moved by Kuniki. Alright, that's fine. These guys are ready to get shelled. They're not quite standing where I want them standing, but yeah. It ain't gonna be perfect. We need a constructor. Cupid, you construct. I'm gonna wake you up. This is now Endelos. And Endelos is gonna be butchering like crazy. Alright, so the Vanometric Power Cell is now part of the grid. Cupid, let's deconstruct this stuff because we no longer need it. And in fact, these batteries would be probably better off inside where they are protected. I know it's next to a wooden wall, that's less than ideal, but still, I think it's safer than outside. Griffin, you are butchering the warg's kills. I think now is probably as good as time as any to set off this horrible bomb. So Jung the Brawler, You're going to load up HE shells. No, actually, I'm not going to do it yet. I want to set all of my long range up with lances and sniper rifles. That's worth my time. Get them ready for such a fight, you know? Plus, I want a bionic arm in Wildman. Wildman's a pretty good shooter, and he's missing an arm. And Luna should return home as well. So I'll be patient for once in my life. Might be a little boring to all, but, you know, it's going to be worth it. All right, Wolf, or Jirit, no. Someone else, Zero Day. Zero. You are going to haul this and that. My tea production looking pretty good. All right, so that is all properly set up now. It wasn't before. We're even running out of vegetarian, so it is pretty important that we get... I'm just going to force Endelos to butcher. This thing's pretty hurt. Visitors are leaving. Why? I have such a lovely hunting outpost. Said no one ever. Thank you, Babs. Alright, so Wolf has a lance. Ideally, I'd want another lance. I don't think I have... At the moment, I don't have the plasteel, but given that we're sitting on a giant stockpile of plasteel, that will change soon. Wild Dad? Nope, you're the wrong wild one. Where's the other wild one? I should put Wild Dad and Wild Man next to one another. There we go. You need an arm. A right arm, to be exact. Let's give that to you. Is this working? I don't know. The relationship's going up. I'll give it time. Romance doesn't happen overnight. And it's easy to forget that I am playing on pretty slow speed given how complex and how many spinning plates I'm, you know, balancing. So what seems like a half an hour of gameplay is really not that much time physically because of how many things I'm currently doing all at once. Alright, let's get these heaters built. And let's fix the bedrooms. So Griffin, you're going to change bedrooms here because this one's going to get messed up for a bit. Alright, it's actually pretty temperate in here now. Back to you guys. I need to... Wildman might be one of my shooters, but let's go ahead and sort by shooting accuracy. Lenka, you're going to get yourself a the Masterwork Sniper Rifle. 0 Day, I don't want to risk you... You know what? I think 0 Day would want to join, even though he has a risk of going demented mid-fight. Something tells me that he would want to defend the colony no matter what. Knack DQ. So where is Knack? There he is. Knack really ought to be moved. And give him a sniper rifle. Bob and Deef. And Mr. Bob the artist. Way at the end. Ooh, dimension confusion. Alright, shooting accuracy. Yes, 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 yes. 0 day. Why were you out? Let me look at my my restrictions. He was the only one. 0 day. I want you grabbing a sniper rifle. Bob, Venlik, Wildman. Alright, so Wildman, once he's up, will grab one of the 2 remaining sniper rifles. And Valentin, the wimp who's not wimpy anymore due to a pain stopper, will grab the other one. There's probably some sniper rifles down here. Poor, normal. There's a minigun too. Another normal. More poor. So there's a few. What I'm going to do is have Wolf haul these. And Deef. Oops. Haul this one. And DQ, haul this one. And there's one more that I think is... Oh, and there's this one. Alright, so Nara. Because these weapons are going to go to rot if we don't grab them now. In fact, there should be a bunch of components here. Unless they all got burned up in a fire. No, I don't really see any components. 0 day... Penguin. Haul this sniper rifle. So we'll do some looting of the dead. Oh, there's another incapacitated mech. A scyther. Too bad there's no longer scyther blades. Oh, there's actually a good one and a normal one down here. Knack, Hall, and Bob. Never does hauling. Phoebe. All these additional sniper rifles will allow me to hit the mechs at range. So it's worth grabbing. How close are you guys to being recruited? Pretty close. Pretty close to breaking your resistance. So all the roses are back. Well done. Still trying to woo each other. Luna has arrived. Let's have her double back and enter from the north. And then she has a kidney, so let's go ahead and health, blood filtration. So here are the pawns with 1 kidney, so it's going to go to Poppy, obviously. God, the numbers mod comes in handy. Really, really does. We are getting close to getting rid of the unrefrigerated, unfrozen psychoid leaf stockpile, which is good. In fact, we could probably finish that off right now if we shrunk this butchery zone to nothing. Oh, dear Lord, I went to such giant lengths to avoid this scenario. Why in the hell would she enter from over there? Well, she just lost a lung and an arm and hopefully not her life. I think I did flee in time. She is dead in 4 hours. That really pisses me off. I did everything I needed to do not to enter like that. And yet I did. Okay, good to know. There will be a movement embargo entirely. Because it's simply not safe to move around at the moment. So because she is currently conscious, she'll actually be able to get herself in bed, which is good. Because then it won't be annoying to try to get Depends to put her in a proper bed. But she might not even make it that far. I got really lucky with her surviving, honestly. And I have no idea how the Buffalo didn't get hit. You are going to be unrestricted. There goes another lung. Well, Luna's not going to be involved in this fight, obviously. Depends has a minigun, which is really incorrect. Zero Day, you have a shield belt, which is also equally incorrect. Wow, Velik is already most of the way done with the bionic arm. But given that she has one lung, she's still probably not a good candidate for combat. And Wildman is on his feet. We'll give him a sniper rifle. I'm going to have a whole lot of snipers, so I really hope I take care of the Lancers. I can always use my kill box to take care of some Lancers. That's a possibility. But at this point, I need to start safe havening people that should be safe havened. In fact, that probably includes everyone. So let's go ahead and restrict everyone but our lovebirds in safe haven. We don't need another Luna scenario. That was pretty dangerous. I'm surprised this isn't shorting. Real quick, can you flick this off? There we go. All right. Well, that was horrifying and a real close call, but we survived. Blood pumping. Who needs the heart? Health, blood pumping. Phoebe needs the heart. Oh, she has a prosthetic heart. Someone has a blocked artery, though. Was it Tom? Yes. Wow. The fact that I knew it was Tom, you gotta be impressed by that. So Tom needs the heart, but less than Phoebe. So we'll give it to Phoebe. And we can always make a bionic heart for Tom in the future. Not right now, I'm a little busy. Alright, so that arm never got finished. I'm just going to force Velik to finish it up. Because it's so close, and it will allow Luna to have an arm. Bunch of mad boomalopes in my hunting outpost. That's fine, I guess, because I have a lot of hunters there. Alright, so Mrs. Phoebe. Time to give you the heart. Poppy. Time to give you the kidney. Oh, we haven't put the kidney away yet. And Luna with the arm. I got so lucky with Luna. I mean, I kind of wish it didn't hit her lung, but regardless, I feel very lucky. Depends. Time for some operations. Please don't screw this one up, because you're tinkering with someone's heart. Where'd the kidneys go? Have we put them down? Joy wire. Yan Shui doesn't have anything. Where's the other Muffalo? Oh, Brave Skin and Sylvie. Yep. There's the kidney. Alright, Poppy, you are going to be safe havened and given a kidney right now. Oh, okay, so this bed is the best bed. I need to rearrange the beds so that all the best beds are up top. I know these two were excellent, but then I didn't know what other ones were excellent. So Poppy's been removed from romance prison to have another organ. Phoebe, your heart is good. You no longer have that problem. That's wonderful. DQ, your medicine is plenty high enough to work on Luna. Alright, I'm no idiot. Down but not dead is still dangerous. Let's go put these fires out so they don't pose a future problem to our community. How are we doing down here? We probably overheating. Oh no, actually, temperature's fine. It's gonna be dropping even. How's the other surgeries going? We have a joy wire. You have your lung back, or kidney back. Some social fighting, a new heart. I have an old prosthetic heart that could always go to... Prosthetic heart I could sell, I guess. We are really low on food, as I can see. As far as the kibble goes, let's not allow animal products anymore. Because the milk could be used to feed ourselves. There is plenty of food here. Oh, nice, rain. That's going to be useful. There's plenty of food here, I just need to start hauling it back. So, the problem is, there's a bit of an embargo. I could make transport pods. And I think that's what I'm going to do, is crank out some transport pods, because it's not safe to travel home on foot anymore. I've kind of proved that, as we had a near-death experience, even though I tried to game it so that we wouldn't. But, yeah, we have a decent amount of components here, enough to at least crank out some transport pods. But I'm out of time. So, we'll have to pick up this next time. A quick reminder to all of you, go vote! Because I really want you to vote. It would mean a lot to me if you participated in this series. And yeah, that's all I guess I have to say about that. So if you have any feedback for me, questions of any type, or things I should take a look at, or whatever, just drop me a line, and if I like it enough, I'll read it on air. And I'll catch you all next time. So thank you all for watching. Adios.